wasn't Agatha all along, it was Billy Maximoff all along. And this gotta be one of the most insane finales from Marvel television history. That cliffhanger was crazy. Those Easter eggs were even crazier. And I'm not gonna lie, I might have shed a tear. And me and you, we gotta talk about it. This is your spoiler warning. You have been warned. We open up with a flashback to Alice waking up and being ushered into the afterlife by death. She finally gets that curse off her back and immediately gets taken to the gulag. No, Alice, don't go to the light. Meanwhile, Billy and Jen are both distraught as to why Lily has sacrificed herself. When they lost track of Agatha, who's having a nice conversation with Rio. Am I supposed to want to live? Because I'm starting to have second thoughts. But Death has been stacking up bodies up to this point, but not the one body she wants. That somebody is Billy Maximoff. He's disturbing the natural flow of life, but there's a problem. She can't just take him. So Agatha strikes a deal with Death. At the end of the road, she'll get Death, Billy Maximoff's soul. The witches link up and realize that they're going in a circle. They're back at the start of the road and don't know where else to go. So they step into their shoes and step into a psych ward. But it's looking like this might be the final trial. And it's actually in Agatha's basement. Learn that it was Agatha all along who bound Jen. So she does an unbinding spell and gets her powers back. Her groove will not be thrown off today. She disappears because she got everything she wants from the road. But then there were just two. Agatha tells Billy, let's go find Tommy. We start hearing the end of WandaVision when Vision and Wanda are saying goodnight to Billy and Tommy. And it gets real Final Destination up in his bitch when Billy sees a random kid who's drowning, who has no family, and wonders if it's Tommy. And then boom, he disappears. Just when Agatha is left alone, but the clock is still ticking. She opens up her locket, gets her son's hair out of it, and plants it in a crack that just recently appeared. As she says, no, I need more time. She gets that, or at least it seems like it. As everything begins to collapse, Agatha goes outside and sees Rio. It's time to meet your maker. And she's up on the roof like she's about to slide down a chimney like Santa. Having a hell of a time. I thought it was funny as hell as all the neighbors were looking up like, not again. Please make it stop. As Agatha starts getting tossed around by Death, sliced and diced by broken glass, Wiccan pulls up on game and spins the block for Agatha. I'm not gonna lie to you, chills. I can't even lie to you, this suit looks cold as hell. Got the crown just like his mama. As he tells Agatha, let's fight this witch together, and blasts her with his power and says, please don't take all of it. I mean, she got pretty damn close. I mean, look at Wiccan, he's on his damn knees. But she finally gets her power back. They fight Death for a little bit, but they're not gonna win that fight. So Agatha tells Billy that she should be the one to go. But Billy's like, nah, I'll do it. Which is exactly what Agatha wanted to happen all along. He's like, there you go, I got him, I'm out this bitch, peace. She's like, what can I say, I'm a covenless witch. Ha! But Billy starts doing his Jedi mind tricks on her, aka using his telepathy to talk to her. And he asks her, is this how Nicholas died? Oh! So Agatha grabs Death and starts making out with her. I was a little confused. I was like, what the fuck is, why are we horny all of a sudden? It should have been me. But then Agatha dies. I was like, what? No way, she's not gonna die. But yeah, Death takes her. He even leaves a bunch of nice flowers on her grave, just like she asked Death. She tells Billy he's free to leave, but she left her little locket behind, which Billy takes. As he leaves her house and Westview, it's very similar to when Wanda dipped out and everyone was just looking at her crazy. He goes back home and rekindles with his parents for a little bit, but then the big twist happens. As he's looking through his room, he starts remembering stuff that happened on the road, and he starts piecing shit together like, hold on, wait a minute, this is everything that happened on the road. It's just stuff from my room. I made the road. And all we hear is boo, and he turns around, and that's how the episode ends. This is when we cut to a flashback in the next episode of a pregnant Agatha worried about her son dying. You see a very young Rio like, his time is coming, and so am I. But little Nikki is born without using any type of witchcraft, and she's happy, stealing other witches' powers with a baby in hand. That's a multi-talented witch. Fast forward 6 years, learn that Nikki has been helping his mother capture witches' powers, and kill them. But we also learn that the Witches Road song was a completely different song that just Nikki and Agatha sang about being down the road. Hold on, Steph Curry cameo. But we learned just how much Agatha loved her son, how much they loved each other, with this Claritin-ass commercial scene. But one night while they're asleep, Death comes for Nicholas and takes him into the afterlife, and I was like, no! Agatha didn't teach her son to not talk to strangers. So she wakes up and then we hear her say, I need more time, just like in that scene. And I was like, oh man. She buried him and was fighting back tears. Catherine Hahn. Oh my goodness, you deserve all the love. But she's also singing The Witch's Road, which is when a random witch hears her singing it and is like, do you know where the road is? By the way, you can't tell me this does not look like a dollar store Elizabeth Olsen. But Agatha smiles and is like, we need a coven. And we learn that the Witch's Road has never been real. Agatha just sings it with a coven, and when it doesn't work, she starts talking shit, so they spray her with her powers and she steals it. Then we learn that the boo was coming from a ghost Agatha, who, hear me out. But Billy starts tripping because he's like, oh my God, I killed them. Well, technically you saved one and killed one, because I killed Alice. That's when we see Jen pull up out of Westview and she dips. And then Billy goes to Agatha's basement to try to get rid of that door, try to get her ass to cross over. He's like, why won't you just die? I don't want to see Agatha the friendly ghost. You are not Casper, little bro. But then we learn that she just wanted her locket. And then Billy closes the gate, which is crazy that he has the powers to create all of that, just like his mama for real. He even creates a nice little tombstone with everyone who passed away on the road. But the episode ends with Agatha asking Billy, so, let's go find Tommy. And that's it. That's how it ends. No post-credit scene or nothing. So obviously, he's still on the quest to go find Tommy. I don't know if that's going to show back up in Vision Quest or they're going to do a spin-off. But all I do know is that we're one step closer to finally getting the Maximoff family reunion. And when it happens, I'm going to cry tears of joy. Overall, I thoroughly enjoyed Agatha all along. It's funny, the show that everyone said nobody asked for ended up being one of the better ones. But this is genuinely a top 5 MCU Disney Plus series. And it might go even higher.